Hi guys, welcome back for another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob and today I'm going to attempt to take this Chevrolet Corvette from shabby to shiny. Now I think this is probably my favourite shape of the Corvette. I like all Corvettes to be fair, but I think this one is the most aggressive and certainly the one that I would have in my garage if I was to win the lottery. Now I did put out to the community tab what colour should I paint it, and there was one particular winner who I shall mention later on. So here she is with a red base, and it reads in 1979 Matchbox Superfast Chevrolet Corvette Matchbox Toys Limited, made in Macau. So cool wheels, kind of got the larger size diameter on the back like a kind of dragster. Some nice little detail, kind of the T-top, so you keep the wind in your hair. Some nice side pipes, very aggressive looking, keeping it nice and wide. But let's start by taking off the rivets. So we'll drill down the centre of the rivet, take off the flange, and then tap the post. I use a bit of 3-in-1 oil and my very handy vise. So there we are with the screws in place. So let's take it apart to see what we're working with. So the wheels here, as you can see, come off nice and easy, and potentially I could have gone with a wheel swap, but I didn't have anything to suit, so we'll keep with the originals for now. Interior, as you can see there, the steering wheel was snapped. Thankfully not all the way off, so I can fix that. Shouldn't be a problem with a bit of super glue. Interior glass just needs to be the standard wash, polish and dip it in the floor polish. As you can see, I've filed down the posts. So let's get to using my caustic soda with some boiling water in a jar, enough to cover the car, and then I'll add 2 teaspoons of the soda. It's dangerous stuff. Be sure to wear gloves and eye protection. There was a lump on that teaspoon. I felt that if I would have put that in, it would have boiled over. So just take an extra attention. You see, it's close to boiling over with every little bit that I put in there, but given a couple of minutes and it had done its job, and here is the result. So we can see that 99% of the paint has been removed from the top, that is. The base certainly had some remaining. It wasn't kind of hard paint stuck on and easily come off using my fake Dremel tool and a bit of wire wool. In fact, you can see the casting here almost looks like brand new. Now I went with the white primer. At this stage I didn't know which colour to paint it. So it's actually, whilst this was drying to one side, that I went to the community tab and asked the question for inspiration. So I wasn't looking for, you know, the most results or the quickest one back. I just wanted something that really popped out to me that I could agree with and say, yeah, that is what I wanted. And actually, the viewer with the kind of idea that got me excited the most was Mr. Sideburns. So thank you, sir. You mentioned with a red interior, with a classic gloss black, and chrome pipes and rims. Now, I didn't go with a full red interior. Obviously, this started off as a red interior, and it's my first time actually attempting to paint an interior, and I went with a black and red combination using my paint pens there. So straight up black gloss, Tamiya X1, using of course X28 thinner at around 2:1 ratio. So going over the casting with the first coat, relatively light. Now this car's got quite a few angles and little bits to try and cover, so a bit fidgety, kind of having to change angles just to get full coverage. What I am finding is that you don't need to be too perfect with your paint. You know, I consider painting a real car, and that's how I try to do these small cars. Realistically, you could probably just cover the whole thing in a thick layer of paint and it would look fine. But, you know, I still go with 3 or 4 coats and hopefully get the result that we all seek. So here it is, it's still wet. This is after the 4th coat, and it looks a little bit orange peely. It does, once it's dried, it's so much better. It kind of levels off. But so I just wanted to show the glass there. But so here's the paint once it's fully dry. Haven't added any lacquer to this. I felt that it was shiny enough in person that it just didn't need the lacquer. But this is obviously the interior again. So you can see there just the little gear stick. I put a little bit of red around that as well, just to make it stand out. But obviously that's the original red underneath. But this took me about an hour to paint this, would you believe? Very, very small, especially in my hands. But yeah, fully enjoyable once it's done. A little bit of chrome on the wheels, just to tidy them up. And there's the windscreen there. You can see that it's certainly better than what it was. Clean, polished, and then dipped in the pledge. Now I'm going to add a little bit of detail to the front, sides and back, and I'll hold off to show you that in the result. So as a little reminder, this is where we started with. And this is the result. I'm happy with this one. It was a relatively quick and easy custom restoration, or resto custom, or however you guys want to call it. You can see there on the right hand side, both the wheels were say slightly damaged over the years, bearing in mind this is 40 years old. But the chrome pen obviously tidied it up where possible. So rear number plate, a little bit of colour to it, painting in the rear tail lights, some side indicators. So you got I left the tail pipes, or rather the side pipes, in the natural metal colour, which make it really stand out. But anyway guys, that's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.